Greetings, YouTube. The doctor is in. Dr. Urias Papers here, coming at you with another commentary on Dungeons & Dragons. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave a question or comment. All right, it's time for another installment of the Doctor Spell Prognosis. Today we are talking about the spell Dragon's Breath. I give this spell an A. I love this spell, and it is so useful in combat. All right, it is usable by sorcerers and wizards. And it's mainly the classes that can get a familiar. Warlocks, unfortunately, are not on this list. But there are ways that Warlocks can get this spell. And particularly, you would want this for a Pact of the Chain Warlock. So it is a second level spell. It is a bonus action to cast it, which is fantastic. It has a range of touch, 15-foot cone. It is verbal, somatic, and material, which is a hot pepper. That's no problem. It lasts for a minute. It is concentrations. You do have to keep track of that. It's a dex save, which is, out of the physical saves, that's the best one I would pick behind Constitution and Strength. The ability of creatures to make dex saves is less than Strength and Constitution because most creatures don't have a fantastic dexterity. All right, so you touch one willing creature and imbue it with the power to spew magical energy from its mouth, provided it has one choose: acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison. Until the spell ends, the creature can use an action to exhale energy in a 15-foot cone. Each creature in the area must make a dex save or take 3d6 damage, or half on a successful save, and you can upcast this. So why is this so awesome? They are going to use their action to use this. However, a familiar acts independently of you, but it always obeys your commands. In combat, it rolls its own initiative and acts on its own turn. A familiar cannot attack, but it can take other actions as normal. Dragon's Breath is not an attack. Things that trigger saving throws are not attacks because you are not rolling an attack roll. You are using your action to breathe whatever, and then you're getting damage from it. And your familiar does that independently of you. You just have to maintain concentration over the spell. That's the only caveat. Now, which one of these creatures do I think is the best one? Probably the owl. And that's because the owl has flyby attack. So if we click on owl, the owl doesn't provoke attack of opportunity when it flies out of an enemy's reach. So the owl can fly within reach, and it can breathe fire or acid or cold, lightning, poison, or whatever, and do damage every turn for 10 rounds, as long as you maintain concentration on the spell. Now, as a DM, if I've got a fire-breathing owl that's coming at me, I am sure going to target it to try and get rid of it. But I have seen this spell used so effectively. Now, it does cost 10 gold pieces to bring another familiar, but for higher-level characters, who cares? And you can upcast this to do tons of damage. Now, it is not the equivalent of a fireball. So if you cast this at 3rd level, it's going to do 46 damage. That is not the equivalent of a fireball, which is 8d6. But it's every round, and it's independent of you. So you just tell your familiar go, and it really works well. So I think this is a great spell. I've seen it used very effectively. It can do acid or fire, and if you need acid or fire to get rid of those trolls when you are fighting trolls, then you got this thing. I've actually seen this used for fishing, where somebody cast this on their familiar and they had the familiar blast lightning into the water and cooked all the fish, and they just got the fish and used them and ate them. That's a pretty cool thing, and not really combat related, but pretty cool. So, all right, that's what I got for everybody today. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I will catch